This is Algebra 2, Lesson 21, Homework Help. So on page 103, we're going to start with number 5. Number 5 is nickels and dimes, the value of coins. There's always two equations. There's how many coins I have as though I'm counting them. And then there's the value of them. So as I'm counting, I'm not just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I have nickels, I'm counting by the value of a nickel, 5, 10, 15. So it's 5 cents times every nickel I have. And the dimes, I'm counting 10 cents. 10 cents times every nickel I have. So number 5 says the value of nickels and dimes is $5.75. So I take 5 cents times the number of nickels plus 10 cents times the number of dimes. That's how much. Now I need an equation for how many. And it says that there are 70 coins in all. So if I'm just counting the nickels and I add to it the number of dimes, I'm going to have 70. I always take this first equation and eliminate the decimal. Every term has 2 decimal places, so I'm just eliminating. It's as though I'm multiplying every term by 100. So I end with 5n plus 10d is 575. My favorite way to solve a system of equations is elimination. So I'm going to eliminate n by multiplying this first equation by negative 5. All right? So I end up with negative 5n multiplying by every term. Minus 5d is negative 350. The n's eliminate. I'm left with 5d is 225. When I divide by 5, I believe I have 45 dimes. All right, so I have a total of 70 coins. So nickels plus dimes has to equal 70, so there are 25 nickels. Now I'm just going to make sure that my answer adds up to $5.75. 45 dimes is $4.50. 20 nickels in a dollar. 5 is 25 cents, so I have $1.25. That in fact is $5.75. All right. Problem number 7. Use elimination to solve. All right, 8y minus 3x. 8y minus 3x is 22. And then 2y plus 4x is 34. Okay, normally I would be drawn to the positives and the negative, but if I do that, I have to multiply both equations. However, if I multiply 2 by negative 4, I get a negative 8, and I can eliminate y. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the second equation, multiply every term by negative 4. So I have negative 8y minus 16x, 34 times 4, negative 136. I'm going to rewrite this second equation underneath it. The y's eliminate. That's negative 19x is negative 114. Let's see if that's divisible. 114 divided by, it is. The value of x is 6. Now I have to go back and solve for y. I'm going to go into this equation and solve for y. So I have 2y plus 4 times the value of x, which is 6, equals 34. That's 24, so I'm going to subtract 24 from both sides. I'm left with 2y is 10. Dividing both sides by 2y is 5. So my coordinate pair solution is 6, 5. I can also go and plug it into that first equation just to make sure it works. Just to check, another little check on my answer. All right. Next one is number 11. 2 square root of 3 times 2 square root of 2. Six square root of 6 minus 3 square root of 2. Okay, this is an interesting problem because the first thing you want to do is eliminate parentheses, but you can't really eliminate them. So I'm going to multiply this on the inside and leave it on the inside. So I'll be left on the outside 2 square root of 3 times. All right, so I'm going to have to distribute that as well, all right? 2 times 6 is 12. Under the square root is 12. And remember, that's one. The square root of 12 is one that I asked you to memorize. It's square root of 12 is 2 square root of 3. So when I simplify that, I'm just writing that under there. Minus 3 times 2 is 6. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. So that really just is 12. So rewriting this, it's 2 square root of 3 times 2 times 12. That's 24 square root of 3 minus 12. All right, now I have to multiply again. That's 2 times 24, which is 48, and square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3, minus 12 times 2, which is 24, and the square root of 3 stays. What's 48 times 3? 144. So it's 144 minus 24 square root of 3. All right, the last one is number 19. Next page. Find the equation of a line that passes through of the point 2, 2. All right, so we have a point. So I'm already thinking point slope, and is parallel to this line. So all I want from this line is the slope. Y equals negative 3/7 x. Okay, I don't even care what else. This is what I'm looking for, just the slope. So I have a point and a slope. So I'm going to use the point slope form, which is y minus y sub 1 equals the slope times x minus x sub 1. I distribute the negative 3/7. Y minus 2 is negative 3/7 x. That's going to be plus 6/7. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So I'm left with y equals negative 3/7 x plus 6/7. I'm going to multiply 2 times 7 over 7, so I have a common denominator, so I can then add their numerators. That's plus 14/7. I'm going to combine those. The equation is y equals negative 3/7 x plus 20/7.